Do you think we could get 3 blocks done today? Let's try. Hey everyone, Cristin Som here, and we are continuing with our Jingle All the Way quilt, and it is really coming along. So as you know, we have sections 1, 2, and 3 complete, and then we also completed our chenille trees, all 4 of them, and you guys did so great. I love seeing them. So we have our 4 chenille trees ready for section 4 and beyond, and then we have a whole bunch of other blocks done. We are just incredible. We're so awesome. We're jamming along on this. So fun. So I'm thinking that we could try and get 3 blocks done today. The 3 of them are very small. You'll see. I'm thinking it's doable, but of course, do what you have time for. So I have to tell you, look at what I made today. Do you see this? Isn't this fun? So I made a Jingle All the Way sweater. Isn't that fun? I absolutely love it. And look at this. Look. So, you know, this is like the thing. Everybody's doing these side designs. And so I decided to give it a try. I did my own little twist on it. I didn't bring it all the way down. And I chose a sweatshirt that already has a little slit in the side so that I didn't have to cut it. I didn't have to get it just right or right to the edge or anything like that. I did it my own way. So I'm going to add a link here for my Amazon storefront so that you can find the sweater that I found. It comes in lots of different colors and all the different sizes. Mine's a small and it's pretty big. So I think it runs a tad big, just a warning. But fun shirt, fun sweater. I love this. I did different designs on every single letter. So I thought that was just so fun. So let's get back to our quilt. So like I said, today I'm thinking that we do 3 blocks. And like I said, they're super easy. So I'm going to go over the holly leaves and berries first. And we do need 2 of those. And like I said, they're really little. And look at how thin this little packet is. There's almost nothing in here. So that means that it's going to be really easy to do these. So let's talk about that first. So the holly leaves in my book, they're on page 5, right in the beginning. But you know, depending on what revision that you have, will depend on the where you find it in your book. All right, so we are going to start with, it helps if I turn to that page first, huh? Let's see. Hold on. So page 5 in my book. So it's right from the beginning of the book, in mine anyway. Well, yeah, the very beginning. Wow, first page of the blocks. All right, so the holly leaves. So our main fabric on both of them, and they're the same for both, okay? Why do I have 3? Oh, we need 3 of these. Oh, that's a change. I thought we only need 2. So actually, I'm just going to do these then. That's a total change. I was thinking of doing something else, but we need 3 of these. So one of them will be later, and then we need 2 of them for section 4. So I'm thinking that we'll just do those, just the holly leaves. So 3 pieces, all right? And like I said, they're all the same. There's 3 pieces, and these we're going to start with that 6.5 by 6.5. Make sure to back them with fusible stabilizer and for your main fabric, all right? 6.5 by 6.5, one for each of the 3 holly leaves blocks. I thought we only needed 2. I didn't realize there were 3. That's funny. So 3 pieces, 6.5 by 6.5 for your main fabric. Make sure to stabilize them. All right, and then we have the pieces. So for the holly leaves, it is this green swirl fabric. All right, nice and simple. I did back mine with fusible stabilizer. That's up to you. These are applique pieces. All right, so 3 of these, and we want them to be 2 by 4. We're going to start with them at 2 by 4, 3 of them, one for each of the holly leaves blocks. All right, 2 by 4. And then the only other thing, super easy, this is for the berries on the holly leaves, all right? 3 pieces. It is the red lattice fabric, and we are going to start with this at 2.5 by 2.5. I did back mine with fusible stabilizer. That's up to you. It is an applique piece. 3 pieces, one for each block. So 2.5 by 2.5. 2 of them are stuck together. There we go. 3 pieces, all right? 2.5 by 2.5 for the holly leaves. And that's it. Those are super easy, like crazy easy. So we'll have a little bit of cutting with the appliques, but for the most part, super easy day. And I am going to join all 3 in one hooping. I'm very tempted to do this extra one. Oh, I know what we'll do. That's right. We're just going to do these holly leaves. So 3 blocks, holly leaves, super easy today. I'm going to bring you over to the computer and show you how to merge them together in one hooping if you choose, and depending on your hoop size, of course. Oh, and we need batting. I don't have batting in my packet. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Somehow my batting wasn't in the packet. I'm assuming I'm going to find it in a later packet. That happens sometimes. But anyway, you want 3 pieces of batting, 1 for each of the holly leaf and berries blocks, and we want them to be 5 by 5. That means our final cut size is 4.5 by 4.5, so we want our batting to be 5 by 5. 3 pieces total, 1 for each block. And then we are going to quilt these. So with our quilting, we're going to use, or I'm going to use at least, you can use any quilting design that you want that is 4 by 4. Any quilting design 4 by 4. I'm going to use Christmas 7. It's holly leaves. How cute is that, right? So that's what I'm going to use. I don't recall off the top of my head if that's in the Jingle All the Way bundle. My guess is it probably is. But anyway, so Christmas 7, it's the holly leaves in 4 by 4. And this comes in horizontal or vertical. I'm not super sure why. But I think I decided on horizontal. I'll take a look at it when we get to the computer. But 4 by 4 horizontal in Christmas 7. All right, super easy day. We're going to join those together, have them all stitch out at once. Super easy. Let's go ahead and go over to the computer and I'll show you how to merge them together in one hooping if you choose. Hey everyone, I'm at my computer now and I'm going to quickly show you how to merge these 3 blocks together. It should be super easy, I think. So I'm going to open up Embellishment Essentials. That is the software I love. Down here at the bottom, it says I'm on my 5 by 7 hoop. So I am going to switch, let's see, so I think, golly, we could have done. Anyway, I'm thinking like I think I'll go for my 9 by 14 hoop. Let's just start there and see if we can go a little bit smaller, but I'm going to start with my 9 by 14 hoop. As you know, I don't like the fabrics to be too close and all of that. So go up to this preference folder, click on the hoop size you want, say okay, and then come up to this compass button and click on H for hoop. All right. Now we're going to start by bringing in the one quilting design, super easy. So you can either go, I'm going to go to merge stitch file. I've been showing you the way by folder lately, so I'll show you the other way, which is merge stitch file. And then you just navigate to where you have your folder of quilting designs. All right, so I'm going to close up this one. I'm in Jingle All the Way and Christmas 7. So it is part of the Jingle All the Way bundle. That's good. And Christmas 7 is the holly leaves. So embroidery files, Pez, and then I want the 4 by 4 quilting design. So I'm just scrolling down. So here's what I was saying, that there's a Christmas 7 horizontal and a Christmas 7 vertical. So, oh, it's just how the lines are going this way or this way. So neither are really horizontal or vertical, but it's basically, you can see the line going left or right, basically. So I'm going to go with the left, doesn't matter. This is the horizontal one, so I'm going to double click on that. It goes to the center. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and quickly change these colors so that they can join together. I'm going to open up that plus sign at the first design. Click on 1, then down here in the properties window, click on the color, and I'm going to choose dark aqua and say okay. First color that comes up for me. Then 1, 2, click on the color. First color that comes up for me is Blaze. Say okay. And then 1, 3, click on the color, and I'm going to choose the second color down for me is Marine. And then 1, 4, click on the color. I want the second color down for me is Oriole. And then 1, 5, click on the color, and I'm going to use Sprout. Now, if you are going to use a different thread color on each of your designs, you would want to change this Sprout on each of them so that they're different, but they're all 3 on gray fabric, so I'm going to just keep them all together. You do you. So right now we are on the 5th design. So this is why it's important to click outside so that nothing is selected, and then we can click on the entire design and move it. You have to click on the stitching. So I'm just going to bring it up here. And that was super easy. Now, while we have that all highlighted, Is it all highlighted? I guess it's not. When I moved it, I let it go. So click on it again, then Control C to copy it, and then Control V like victory to paste it, and it gives us a second one. All right, and then I'm going to take that and I'm just going to bring it down here to the center and over to the right so that I've got enough room. See, there's no overlap. There will be a little bit of fabric overlap, but I'm okay with that. Then Control V again, like victory, to paste a third one, and I'm just going to bring it down to the bottom. All right, so how easy was that? So there's our 3 quilting designs. This is in my 9x14 hoop. It can be done in a smaller hoop, but keep in mind that the design is 4.5 inches, so 4.5 together would be 9, so you'd be pushing it. So 9x14 works really well for this. All right, and you could certainly put this together and then just be careful with your overlapping fabrics and get more in, but I'm just gonna take it easy. All right, so this is done. Now I need to bring in that holly leaves design. So I'm gonna go to Merge Stitch File, and then I'm going to close up the quilting, let's see, right there, and go to the embroidery files, and Pez is what I use for my machine, and I'm looking for the holly leaves and berries. So I'm going to scroll down, and it is a 4x4 design, so we should see it soon. Right there, 4x4 holly for Jingle All the Way. Double click on that, it goes to the center, and now we're going to need to do our align and distribute, and we're going to want more of these. So let's check on these colors, because it's going to have cyan and orange, cyan and orange. We took away the cyan and oranges, or yeah, I think it was cyan and orange from the quilting, so we might be okay. Because we want more of these and we don't need them to be different colors. We do have to change 2 of them, because you can see we have cyan and orange here and then cyan and orange again. So those would join together, and then you'd have to put your berries and your leaves down at the same time, and good luck cutting that. So we don't want to do that. So I'm going to pick 2 of them. I'm going to click 4-3. Click on the color, and I'm going to change it to Hawaiian blue. Make sure not to use the first color that comes up, because that's what we used in our quilting. So I'm going to use the next color down for me is Hawaiian blue. And then 4-4, click on the color down in the properties window, and I'm going to choose Halloween and say okay. And then we have green, chartreuse, red, and deep pink. And that's all good, because we're going to want those to join anyway, so we can keep those as is. Click outside, because remember, we're on 4-4 right now. If we were to move those holly leaves and berries, it would just move the leaves in just one part of the leaves, so that would be a problem. So click outside, so nothing's selected, then click back on number 4. That's the fourth design, because we have the first 3 quilting designs, and just bring it over here kind of haphazardly over to the first quilting design. Now, while we have that selected, I'm going to say Control C to copy it, and then Control V like victory to paste another one. It'll go right on top of that first one. Grab that and take it down to that second block, and then another Control V like victory to paste a third one, and I'm just going to grab it and bring it down here. Now, we want these to be aligned just right. We don't want them to be haphazard and off, so we're going to check it. So I'm going to close these designs, all of them. Just going to close down those. They're like folders. I don't know if that's what you'd call them, but anyway, and then I'm going to click outside so nothing's selected, and I'm going to click on number 1. That's the first quilting design, and I'm going to hold the control button on my keyboard and hit hold that down while I hit the number 4 design, which is the first holly leaves design. You can see both of those are selected. All right, so 1 and 4, and then I'm going to go to Utility, Align and Distribute, and click Center, Center, Apply, and that holly leaf moved just a little bit, and so now we know it's centered within that quilting design, so that's perfect. All right, close, and then I'm going to click on number 2 quilting design, hit that control button again, and click on number 5 design, which is the second holly leaf design. Go back to Utility, Align and Distribute, and then Center, Center, Apply, and close. All right, we didn't get to see that one move. I could have moved the text box so you could see it better, but that's okay. All right, now we're going to click on number 3. That's the third quilting design. Hold down that control button, hit number 6 so that we have that third holly leaf design, and go to Utility, Align and Distribute, Center, Center, apply, and it moved up a little bit. All right, so now we know that those are all centered just right. This is perfect. We have 39 color steps for these super easy blocks. That will take a long time, so we're going to save a lot of time, and we're going to do a color sort. All right, make sure that you have your blocks where you want them first before you do your color sort. Make sure everything's aligned and distributed just right, because otherwise we will not be able to move them around. Now we're going to go to Utility, Color Sort. And it thinks. Don't forget, you want to have these same settings that I have to get the same results that I have. And the design page has been reduced by 26 color changes. That'll save us a lot of time. Click New View, so it opens another tab so that we can always go back to that first tab with the 6 designs if we have a problem. In that new tab, everything's in one design. So I'm going to open that up and just quickly run through and check it, make sure it did what we think it should do. All right, so there's the placement stitch for our batting and the tack down stitch for our batting. You can see those are all grouped together, so that's perfect. Placement stitch for the main fabric and tack down stitch or basting stitch of the main fabric, and then the 3 quilting designs, perfect. And then we have the placement stitch for, it looks like it's the berries. Is that right? It must be the berries. I thought it would do the leaves first for some reason, but it looks like it's got all of the berries together for the placement stitch. And then the tack down stitch for the berries, and then the placement stitch for the leaves, and the tack down stitch for the leaves. And then it's got the satin stitch for the leaves, and the, what is this? Oh, this is a little detail stitch. You can see it's around the leaves and a little stem of the leaves. And then number 12 is the satin stitch for the berries, and then a decorative stitch around, or a single stitch, whatever you call it, around the berries as well. Perfect. Those all join together exactly right. So I'm going to go to File, Save Stitch File As, and I'm in my Jingle All the Way embroidery design. So I'm going to name this Holly Leaves times 3. Holly Leaves times 3. That's what I'm naming it. Save it. And then my machine's not on right now. You can send it to your machine if you have a wireless machine, or you can save it to a USB stick and bring it over to your machine. Either one of those will work. This is going to be a very quick and easy day. Let's get started. So my video just started recording all by itself, so I guess that means I should talk. It's lots of bloopers today, sorry. So my shirt today, I love this one. It's Jingle all the way. I made it using Embellishment Essentials, and I'll share what font I used. I don't recall off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it was by Planet Applique for the Applique font, and then maybe Stitchtopia for the all the way part. But I will add all of that information under this video. Make sure to get the sweater though. The sweater is super comfortable and lots of different colors. In fact, I'm going to order a few before you guys do just to make sure I get a couple more because I really like it. So great shirt. I will add my link here to my Amazon storefront so that you can check out the exact shirt that I got. It is a great sweatshirt. It's really comfortable. It's not too thick at all. It's pretty thin, but not like sweatshirt thin, and then it's got a slit up the side. So I made that really fun Christmas design, the Christmas tree. It's by Designs by Juju, and that is just so fun. It was easy to do because I made a little modification. The original way is probably easy as well, but I didn't feel comfortable cutting my sweater. So I've seen a few pictures. If you try this side design, there is a tutorial from Designs by Juju, and it's a great tutorial. But I've seen some photos of some people that have made them, and some of them, the satin stitching is coming out because it was too close to the edge and cutting issues, and I just didn't feel comfortable on my first try. So I didn't, and so I wanted a sweater that had a little slit in it, and that worked out perfectly. And if you're not like super perfectionist, they want the design all the way down to the bottom. I didn't want my design down to the bottom because, like I said, I didn't want to cut my shirt. So, you do you, whatever works for you, but check out the sweater if you want to do an easy way of doing one of those side designs. And how are you doing with your goal? I love hearing about your goals. You guys are doing so great. So I did not work out yet today. I did yesterday though. We went to the gym and did weights. I think it was back and lats, if I recall. I'm not absolutely sure. But whatever it was, it's sore. My arms are sore. So it must have been triceps. I'm thinking we did triceps. Anyway, it was a good workout. I also ran like 3.7 miles on the treadmill. Got my heart rate up in the red zone, so that's always good because you get double points on your heart rate monitor when you do that. Or actually, I think you get like quadruple points on when you're in the red. So I generally am in the yellow. I'm pushing really hard, but then every now and then I get into the red. You can't stay in the red for very long. But anyway, good workout. I have not worked out yet today. I was going to do it before my shower, and I just didn't feel like it. So maybe tonight might just take a rest day. I haven't had a rest day in a really long time. So we'll see. My mother-in-law is coming over for dinner tonight and a movie, so we might just chill and relax. So I want to hear how are you doing with your goal, but I'd also love to hear what are you doing for your weekend. You probably won't see this video until after the weekend, but either way, I like hearing about what you're doing.